Yo, what's going on everyone? Hope you guys are all doing well. Spag here with another video, and this one is going to be a very important one. We're doing analysis here on a match between Rangchu and Ni that took place actually yesterday at the STL 2024 Season 2 Finals. This was, I think, in top 4, the losers semi. It was the losers semis. So it was the first of two. Between Ni and Rangchu. So this is obviously very high level, and Ni has been killing it. If you guys didn't watch the finals, I'll actually leave the link of this entire stream in the description so you guys can watch it. But yeah, definitely make sure you check it out. I won't spoil where Ni and everyone else made it, but we are going to watch this set at least, so you're going to know what happened here anyway. But yeah, this is really important because I feel like not many people really know how to fight against Kuma, and Ni showed how to do that really well. Even myself, I've played against Ni myself with my Kuma versus his Brian, and I found it difficult back then, but since I played him, he's only gotten better and better. And of course, Rangchu is the best bear player in the world. To see how Ni was able to take him out. And by the way, Rangchu's actually won tournaments recently as well. He beat Ulsan recently 3-0 in a tournament. So these guys are playing some solid Tekken. But yeah, Ni definitely showed how to play versus the matchup, and it's something that you guys need to learn, even myself, because the character Kuma is so scary to fight against. There are two main things that Ni was able to do here that really helped him in the matchup, and basically those two things are in close pressure and lateral movement. Of course, lateral movement is, you know, the best people at utilizing lateral movement are the Koreans, right? And especially Ni is one of those guys for sure. And he utilizes it here perfectly. So let's jump into this set and actually see how he was able to fight in the Kuma matchup. Alrighty, here we go, ladies and lads. First game. So you're gonna notice that what you don't want to do versus the Kuma players is you don't want to give them much space. Once you give them space, they're going to be able to utilize a lot of their long-range attacks, and even stuff like running 1+2, which is one of the best running moves in the game. As you can see here, Heat Engager. So you don't want to give them much space. And sidestepping right is a very important. As you can see there, right there, he actually sidestepped right. Wasn't able to get the jet upper, but we're going to see that constantly. The side walking right and in close pressure, goes for the heat smash. Nice, 2-1. So first round, I'm going to Rangchu, very close. Ni almost made the comeback there, but you know, we see a little bit of what he's trying to do here, what his game plan is. Now back one with Brian. If you guys play Brian, utilizing the jab, back one, QC back one. These are very important moves to use versus Kuma. Okay, gonna beat the roll mix up with a heat burst. Bam. And Brian's wall combo, man, it's insane. Legs. Okay, more pressure. This is where bears really struggle. So let's have a look at this actually. I'll explain this to you. So back one plus frames, you know, and in this situation, if you think about it, bears are big body. They can't really sidestep. Because they're too big, they're gonna get clipped by everything that you do, especially after a move like back one where Brian is plus. So back one, and Rangchu kind of has to respect it, right? So Ni goes for a down forward one just in case he thinks that Rangchu might go for like a G-Clef. G-Clef is pretty much the only thing that, which is the 1-1-1. The only thing that really Kuma can do in a panic move to try and get the opponent to get off him. So it's either the back one power crush or the G-Clef. Or heat burst, right? But I mean, there's not many options that Kuma has to get the opponent to get off them. And Brian is really good at sticking to you like glue as well with the frames. And this is what Ni does here perfectly, right? And going for the jabs and then down back three. This is another thing that I forgot to mention. Utilizing high crushes versus Kuma can also be very strong, because we spoke about how 1-2 and the G-Clef 1-1-1. These are really good moves to get the opponent to get off you. Even back forward 2 is one of his best tracking moves. It doesn't home, but his homing move back 1+2 also is a high. It's a high and high mid string. So utilizing stuff like the high crushing lows like that, I mean, it's less risky to use versus Kuma than against other characters. So we see Ni actually finish with 2 down back 3s, just because he knows, you know what, I don't want to get hit by G-Clef. I don't want to get hit by 1-2, 1-1-1, back 1+2. Like, there's so many attacks I can get hit by here, so let me just go and finish with a high crushing low. So everything that Ni's doing here, there's a reason why he's doing it. Okay. +1. Goes for the sweep. No interrupt. So a lot of chip damage. Now here we go. Knee getting started again. Punishes the back one. Now knee, he wants to stay in. He can't play patient, man. This is the new knee. This is Tekken 8 knee, man. You have to play aggressive. You have to play in that close range. Don't give Kuma too much space. Big QC back one. I really like QC back one as well because it does also go under jabs. I'm not sure if it's a true high crush, but it does evade highs. So also a very solid move to use. Okay, back one. Jab pressure. Good low parry. To the wall. Okay, misses up the form back four. Activates heat. I think what did Rangchu try to do there? So he activates heat. Did he try to go for a G clef? Yeah, he tried to go for a G clef there, but obviously knee was plus. And again, that's important, you know. So some people try to go for like a very heavy move, like after heat burst. Maybe they'll try to go for a Brian back one. In that situation, Rangchu would have got a count here. So knee again, one step ahead. He goes for the jab. And I told you, right, at the start of the video, utilizing in close pressure, stuff like jabs are very, very important, you know, to annoy the Kuma player. They're not sidestepping, guys. Kuma is not sidestepping. So if you get in close, most people mistake against Kuma is that they play patient. They give space. They want to wait for something. Don't wait against Kuma. Don't try to play too patient because, I mean, I'm playing Kuma. That's one of my main characters right now. And you have no idea how easy it is for me to win when people give me respect. You can't give Kuma respect. You have to stick to them. It's uncomfortable. I know. It's going to make you guys uncomfortable. Sometimes get out your comfort zone to play that in close pressure, but you have to do it. Back one. More plus frames. More plus frames. There we go. 3 times. You know, that's what you gotta bully the character. Now Kuma is definitely a bully, especially when he has heat. But you see what Knee did there. He didn't play his usual style that we've known him to do, which is just to wait a lot and kind of, you know, force on a mistake out the opponent. No, because Kuma is chip damage city. You can't do that. So really clever there by Knee to have this approach where he's just gonna pile on the pressure. Court sucker back one, and you know you're not sidestepping. You got a hard duck. You have to hard duck that, right? So back one, QC back one, jab in close, sidestep right. These things are very, very important. We saw it there. But I think in the next game, we're gonna see more example from Knee utilizing the in close pressure and the sidestep in the lateral movement. All right, here we go. Game number 2. Rangchu versus Knee. And Kuma only really needs to get like one big hit on you to kill you. And that's why he's such a dangerous character. But we see there again, sidestep right beats the low. The bear electric and he also loses to sidestep right, as you saw there. Loses cleanly to sidestep right. We'll have a look at that again. Big sidestep right. And I can't tell you the amount of times, bro, I get heat with Kuma and I'm just chipping away. You know, electric. You have to show the Kuma player that you're willing to sidestep. I know it can be dangerous, especially when Kuma has heat, because the heat smash is a 13 frame, high evasion, tracking heat smash, but you have to let the Kuma player know I'm not going to let you bully me, right? And Knee making a perfect read there, sidestepping cleanly on that electric, get a big launch. Nice. Going downstairs. Activates heat as well. Spike into down 4. Runs straight up. Good block there from Rangchu though. Gotta be careful that G clef. Gotta be careful. There's some more chip damage. Good sidestep duck on the hunting bear stance again. That lateral movement. Really good stuff there from Knee, man. He's utilizing it well. And not many people sidestep against Kuma, man. You gotta do it. Gets a counter hit. Counter hit throw. Unbroken. Almost got the taunt back for. Again, another little sidestep there on the throw. This time gets a counter hit. Nice combo. Booty guaranteed. Nice. Bam, bam, bam. Can't kill her. Oh yeah, yeah. So the last hit of the heat smash, if you're grounded, you can tech roll and make it whiff, but I don't think it's launch punishable. Okay, here we go. We don't want to give too much space. You can see Rangchu's a lot more comfortable when he has space. He utilizes back one, which is one of his options to get the opponent off you. So he can get some party started now. You see the difference when Rangchu's able to have a bit of space to move around. How strong Kuma can be, right? So let's see what Ni does here to adapt. How's he going to change it up now? He's given Rangchu a little bit of space. Now, you want to stay in that close range, you see? Good stuff there from Rangchu using the hop kick. Good timing. Rangchu wants to keep that space because he can get the offense going. Running 1+2, remember I told you. No duck on 1-2. Nice orbital though. What a call out. Like I said, Kuma doesn't need much opportunity, man. He needs one big launch to really put the hurt on you. Here we go, Ni. Just more plus frames, more plus frames. Down forward 1, I like it. Nice check, and look at that. The in close pressure again. Rangchu's backwards to the wall. It wasn't much he could do. Here we go, set point now. Uses the homing move. That was a jab on it, but he didn't confirm it. That's actually launch punishable. That hunting bear mid. If you ever block it, guys, remember there's a lot of people that do not actually launch that. When I do that mid, people kind of just jab punish it or something. That's -17, which means that most characters in the cast can actually launch it. So if you ever block that mid, the mix-up is obviously the guard break high, the low slide, and you know he's got a couple of mids as well. So if you've ever blocked that big launcher, make sure you launch it. Ni wasn't ready for it. Another sidestep. Look at that. He sidestep on the electric. Amazing. Every Kuma player is going to want to be spamming those electrics as soon as they get into heat. Now they're strong. But look at that. Perfect stuff from Ni, man. Perfect stuff from Ni. Takes the set, man. 2-0. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because I myself have actually played Kuma a lot now in tournament against some really strong players, some of the best players in the world actually. I played against Arslan Ash, I played against you know, some of the Japanese guys, I played against Ni himself, right? And these guys know what to do. The guys are obviously very strong. Like Arslan definitely understands the Kuma matchup as well. He knows that with Nina, you have to be in close, just going crazy. But that's kind of what Nina does anyway. So for him, it's not that difficult. And I mean, for Arslan, he doesn't have to change much. For Ni, being the kind of player he was, he had to kind of adapt himself to become more aggressive in this matchup, right? Because he knows you can't give Kuma too much space. When Rangchu had space, you could see what he was able to do. Back forward 2, running 1+2. He was much more comfortable. So that's why I'm saying that if you ever play against Kuma, guys, make sure that you are trying to sidestep right against the electric, because it is really strong. And one thing that Anakin told me one time was, it's very interesting, and this is something that everyone should pick up on. Anakin said that if a character has a really strong move, you can use that against your opponent. So in this scenario, let's say a Kuma player activates heat. You know they're going to be trying to use that electric. Use it against them. If you see that they're using it a lot, then your answer to that electric is sidestep right and launch. And we saw that 3 or 4 times from Ni, and it was what ultimately won him this set in the end. You know, he was able to sidestep against the electric and get that big heat dash combo. So yeah, sidestepping, but also just applying pressure. You've got to know what your general strategy is against Kuma. He can't sidestep. If you know, don't worry about him sidestepping you. Just pile on the pressure, use those jabs in close range. Don't let him get comfortable. Force those big power crushes out of him. Punish the power crush, the back one. And yeah, just bully the character, man. But yeah, I think that was really good. I wanted to put this video out there because again, like I said, not many people really know how to play against Kuma, man. I've been getting some very easy wins, so I hope you guys were able to learn something from this. Big shout outs to Ni, crazy stuff. Like I said, I'll put the STL Finals in the description so you guys can check out the entire finals. It was super sick, man. You guys have to watch it, man. But anyway, guys, I'll catch you for the next video. Take care. See you soon. Peace.